All right. Hello, everybody. How are we
Hello.
doing?
Good,
Hi,
good,
Joe.
good.
Good.
Just chomping at the bit to get going.
I will remember that, and you might regret saying that.
Ah,
Oh,
I'm just struggling to get
Can I
my.
remove my my? Oh, I'm not in a rush.
There we go. It always goes one of two ways. We get a couple people who are eager to get going, and a couple people who are happy to delay as long as possible.
Just happy to be here.
May or may not work. Okay. All right. So we'll get right into it for today. Just make sure you have a nice clear space to exercise in, nothing to step on or trip over. You'll want to have a stretchy band close by if you've got one, as well as a weight. Good to have your water bottle close by as well. And if you have one of those oximeters, the fingertip readers, they're quite helpful to have as well. Remember, for a weight, you can use whatever you have available to you. That piece doesn't matter. Just make sure it's kind of tucked under the way while we're not using it. All right. You can see everything? Yes? No?
Yes.
Head to toe?
Yep.
Yeah, good. Brilliant. Okay, so let's get it going. We're going to get right into a breathing pattern here. So feel free to just place a hand on your belly. We're going to breathe in and then out through pursed lips. Good. And in and out through pursed lips. And again, in, out through pursed lips. And maintain that pattern. So keep breathing in and out through pursed lips. And we're going to start some arm movement. So I'm just going to ask that you start swinging your arms. So think about your upper body up tall. Think about kind of thumbs pointed forwards. You can get a little bit of movement through the shoulders, but we're maintaining that breathing pattern and just starting to move our arms. There we go, team. Excellent. All right, so as we start swinging our arms, we're also going to start lifting up one heel at a time. So lifting one heel at a time, swinging our arms, and focusing on our breathing pattern. Good. And we're going to do a couple more heel lifts here. We're going to change it in 3, 2, 1, and we're going to start circling. Now, if a full arm circle is a little too much for your body today, feel free to go just from the elbow. Okay, so do what feels best for your body. Remember, we want to make it challenging, but doable. Good. All right, and as we circle our arms back, we're going to start just lifting up our toes. So think about tapping your foot to some music or taking your foot off the gas pedal in the car. Okay, so we just lift up the toes as we circle our arms back. You can do both feet together or one at a time. Three, 2, 1. All right, now we're switching. So now with our feet, we're going to take a step out to the side and then back in, out to the side, back in. Good, so we actually open up through the hip, get that knee pointed out to the side with your foot. There we go. And then what I'm going to ask you to try with your arms is you've got kind of two options based on what your body is ready to do today. You can just kind of create a W with your arms and just hold them back here. Or you can just put your fingertips behind your ears and think about pulling your elbows back. Good. So try to hold your arms there for a couple seconds. We're actively pulling our elbows apart. Good, maintain your breathing. You guys are doing awesome. And we're gonna change this movement in 3, 2, 1. Relax your arms, and we're going to step our foot across and back. So cross, back, cross, back. So 1 foot at a time, crosses over. Great job, everybody. Cross, uncross, cross, uncross. And then we're going to start swinging our hands away from the crossing foot. So if this foot crosses over, your hands go to the opposite side. So it's cross, uncross, cross, uncross. Good. So you'll notice what will help here is rather than taking your arms through a smooth movement, which might kind of cause you to interrupt the movement, you almost want to take a bit of a break in the middle. So think almost about drawing the letter M as in mum. And that'll actually help with your rhythm, with your step pattern, with the coordination. Excellent. Keep breathing out through pursed lips as we go. And we're going to change the movement in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay, so now this is going to be an interesting one for you because we're going to pull the knees in together. So we create kind of that A shape from knees to feet and then back out. So press the knees together and back in. And again, find that challenging but doable range for you. If you need to have your feet quite far in and that's where you feel it, brilliant. You need to have your feet further out, brilliant. But we're also going to get our hands doing the same movement. So again, if having your fingertips up by your ears like this is a good starting position. But if for some reason this isn't right for your body, then you can bring your hands here and we'll bring them in and back out. In, and back out, or fingertips behind the ears, in, back out. Good. So just listen to your body for this movement. Good. We'll do a couple with our limbs moving together, and then we're going to stagger it. So that'll be going arms and then legs. All right, so in 3, 2, 1, we've got our arms and our legs. Arms, legs, arms, legs, arms, legs. Remember your breathing pattern as we go. Arms, legs. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Well done, everybody. Okay, so now we're going to step our foot out in front of us, and we're going to reach down to touch our knee or just below the knee. And remember, we're not reaching through the back. we press through the hips. So chest stays up in order to reach. And then it's back and then swap sides. Good. Step, reach, step, reach. There we go. Step, reach, step, reach. Keep your chest up. There we go. Brilliant job, everybody. Keep up your breathing pattern. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Gonna shake out your arms and legs. Great time to grab a sip of water. If you're at all feeling a bit short of breath, really just focus on your breathing pattern here. Maybe you need to go into your recovery position. Okay, you can hold this. I didn't set up our timer, so I've got our timer here, because what we're going to do now is we're going to do some of our steady state intervals. And what that looks like is continuous movement. And today we're going to go for 3 minutes. So again, trying to make it challenging but doable. It's okay if you feel a little bit puffed, a little bit short of breath. You just want to make sure that you can take a full breath. You're not gasping. You don't feel lightheaded or dizzy. Okay, and that movement can look like however it needs to for your body and for where you're at today. All right, so if we want to march, great. You want to just lift and lower your heels at a time. Okay, we've learned lots about how to increase or decrease the intensity of a movement. So I'd like you to focus on that here. And we're going to start the official timer in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we've got 3 minutes of steady movement. So remember, longer period of time. So that means we don't move as intensely as when we do our cardio bursts. So that's where we only work for about a minute, because usually that's not sustainable for a full 3 minutes. Okay. All right. So move however you need to make it challenging but doable. But of course, this is your exercise class. Maybe you're not yet at the point where you can go for 3 minutes. So maybe you need to focus on just your legs. Maybe they move only 10 steps. And then you swing your arms for 10 steps. There's lots of different ways to accomplish this task. Okay? And you do it however you need to do to get through 3 minutes. We are 1 minute in. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. Make sure you take a quick moment to tell yourself how awesome you are, because these 3 minutes are going to be challenging.
You bet.
Yeah. Yes, they sure are. Good work, team. And focusing on your breathing pattern is really going to help as well. Excellent job. Okay, we've got just a couple minutes, or not a couple minutes, couple seconds. So now that's 2 minutes. We've got just 1 final minute left here. Do what you can. And doing these longer cardio intervals. They're really great for your endurance and building up your overall capacity. But because it's longer, they can be quite boring to do by yourself. That's why I like to sneak them into our classes once in a while. So at least then you've got my voice. Whether it's a good or bad thing, you've at least got my voice to focus on a bit. There we go. We've got 30 seconds left. So do what you can to keep moving. All right, team, 10 seconds. You've got this. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Excellent. Well done, everybody. So we're going to take a full minute of rest. So really just focus on catching your breath. Maybe some of you need a little bit of light movement, no problem. Maybe you just need your recovery position. Does anyone have any questions at this point in class? No. All right. There we go. Well, that's good because we're going to do one more
I have a
set.
question.
Yeah.
I find that when I'm focusing on like 2 or 3 things at a time, breathing always seems to come last. So I have to keep, you know how your exercise, you like to get us doing so many different things, and I focus on that and I realize I'm not breathing and I have to go, oh, better put breathing first back on that list. So
Yes.
but it's my experience I'm sharing. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same.
Absolutely. And the process of going, oh, I need to be focusing on my breathing actually helps create it as a habit. And that's also why I tend to do all our coordination work in warm-up, because then you're not, we're just gearing up. So we haven't, really worked the lungs as hard compared to later in the class. But with these now like our steady, what I call steady state cardio intervals, definitely want to choose a movement that you don't need to focus as hard on. Because you're absolutely right. That's where we really need to get into our breath work. But a really good process to go through, guys, of I need to focus on my breathing. I'm hoping you have lots of moments throughout the day of that, because that really is just building a really good habit of being able to do it more often without thinking about it. So that's really well done. Good work. So we're going to do one more. Yeah, woo! We're going to do one more set of 3 minutes of steady cardio. And now just what we're going to do is I'd like to see you stepping out to the side. If the full step is a little bit too much, remember we can reduce the range of motion. Maybe just your knee swings out to the side. Okay, maybe you need to just focus on the arms. Okay, or maybe you do both. It's completely up to you. It's challenging, but doable. But we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So whatever that looks like to you. Actually, now while we're in, got a couple minutes of your attention. I'll give us our quick reminder about what does influence intensity. So what factors can you change to either increase or decrease intensity? We've got the number of limbs moving. The more limbs moving, the more intense a movement is. The range of motion. The greater the range of motion, the more intense an exercise is. And then finally, we've got the speed. Okay. Resistance also increases the intensity. So such as using a weight. But we're focusing more on the cardio aspect here and not really using our weights at the moment. All right, we are 1 minute in. There we go. Time's going by fast. Make sure we're trying to stay up tall through our torso. Well done, everybody. This is excellent, excellent. Yeah, we're gonna maintain our movement here. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. Here's your reminder. Steadily breathing in and out. Even if the speed of your breathing has had to pick up a little bit, that's okay. You just want to keep it steady. We are 2 minutes in. We've got 1 minute left. Even if you just do any sort of movement, even if we're just doing some figure eights with our arms or circles or heel lifts, okay, whatever you need to do to accomplish trying to do just a little bit of movement for the last minute here. Otherwise, you're in your recovery position, and that's okay too. 30 seconds left. Excellent work, everybody. And 10 seconds. This is your final 10 seconds of cardio today. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Oof.
Wow, gang, well done. Very, very well done. Yeah. Woo-hoo!
Woohoo.
Well done, Karen. Yeah, it's a good reminder to cheer in the face of a challenge. That's excellent. Okay, so again, we get our full minute of recovery here, of rest. Bring the breathing back down. And then we'll shift gears into some strength training today. If you've got some water, now's a great chance to have some. Maybe you need to go right into your recovery position. That's okay too. Good work, team. All right. So as you're still recovering, I'm just going to ask that you grab your stretchy band. And we're going to do our seated leg extensions, which is that little bit of a tricky setup. But we haven't done them for a couple weeks now, to the best of my knowledge. But I also teach multiple classes in a week, so I could be wrong. But this is good for your legs, for those thigh muscles, your quads. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our stretchy band. I've got my foot. We're gonna put the stretchy band underneath the 1 foot. From here, I find it helpful to crisscross the band. And then from here, I take both ends, and the 2 ends go back towards the chair to wrap around a chair leg. Once they've wrapped around the chair leg, I can just hold the band in my lap or down by the side, whatever's easiest for you. All right. Any questions? Did it ever manage to get set up? Just give me a little wave if you are good. You got set up well, little wave. And if you're not waving, then please ask any questions as needed. And I'd love to help you get set up. Okay. So what should happen is from here, you should be able to straighten out your leg. So kind of slowly kick your leg out in front of you, and you are pulling the band. So there should be some band resistance on your leg once you've kicked it out, and then you slowly bring that foot back in. Okay, so you slowly kick the band out and slowly bring it back in. Good. Slowly kick the band and slowly bring it back in. Slowly kick the band. Slowly bring it back in. Slowly kick the band and bring it back in. Nice. There we go. Okay. So hopefully everyone can feel their quad. That's the top of their thigh working really hard. Because again, we slowly kick the band away. Make sure this part of your leg is nice and tight. Okay, and working hard, and then you bring it back. Good. Slowly kick. And bring it back. And slowly kick. And please, if you have any questions, if something doesn't feel quite right, please go ahead and ask. Take yourself off mute. All right, we've got a couple more kicks here. So we do it with control and a lot of effort. So really slowly press your leg away from you. And then bring it back in. Good. Press that leg away. And back. Press your leg away. And back. We've got one more. Ready? Kick. And back. Good. So we're just going to switch legs. So you untangle your leg from the band. And then you put the band underneath your other foot. Once again, you crisscross the band. And then both ends of the band go back behind towards your chair and wrap around a chair leg. And then from here, we just slowly kick our foot out and bring it back. Slowly kick it out and bring it back. Slowly kick out and bring it back. Slowly kick out and bring it back. Slowly kick out and bring it back. How's everybody doing? Good, couple thumbs up, there we go. Good to see. Job team. So a couple more kicks on this leg, and then we get to do another exercise. Make sure you're keeping track of your breathing. We're steadily breathing through our pattern, breathing in and breathing out through pursed lips. Kick and back. Kick and back. All right, we've got two more on this leg. Two. And last one. Brilliant. Okay, rest. Untangle your leg from the band. Brilliant work, everybody. So now what we're going to do is kind of shift to more of the edge of our seat. We're going to put the band underneath both feet now. Good. So the band is underneath both feet. I'm going to take the band and kind of crisscross it a little bit. And if your band is too short, just wrap it around your thighs instead. But what we're going to do here is step our foot out to the side and it pulls against the band and bring it back. So you kind of step out the side just a little ways and bring it back. So what's super key here is I really want you to focus on tightening your glutes. Okay, so those bum muscles tighten up to press out to the side and then come back. So tighten up to press out to the side and come back. Good. Press out to the side and back. Press out to the side and back. There we go, everybody. So squeeze your glutes hard to step out to the side. And again, you're in charge of the intensity. So if you were to step out a little more powerfully and back, that can increase the intensity. Taking a slightly bigger step, as long as it's within your limits, it's great. Remember, it's helpful to the non-moving leg to push down into the ground. You'll find it easier to then move your stepping foot. So one foot pushes down as the other steps out. Good. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. So now we take the band off of our feet. And we're just going to have the band out in front of us now. Good. So from kind of in front of the chest, you can either do one hand at a time or both, but all we're going to do is think about pulling the band apart and back together. What I want you to be cautious of is that your hands don't rotate down as we pull. Keep kind of your thumbs pointed towards each other or slightly upwards. So pull apart and back. Pull apart and back. Pull apart, back. Pull apart, back. Pull apart, back. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Woo! There we go. All right, put the band to the side. Make sure you take a deep breath. And then we need our weight. Okay, so now we've got our weight. Whatever it is that you're using for a weight is wonderful. And with the weight, we're going to have the weight actually down by our side. Sorry, down by the side. And what's going to happen is we'll pull it up as we lift up our knee and then press the weight up and then down, down. Okay, so it's up, up, down, down, up. What's that? No, no question. All right, and up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, 4 more, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, 2 more, up, up, down, down, and last one, up, up, down, down. Switch sides. Brilliant. That's on our other hand, and same thing, up and up, down and down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. So time your breathing to it, or it's helpful to breathe out as you press up overhead. You can always breathe in as you bring it back down, and then breathing out, push it up. And if that's too long of a pattern for you, then feel free to breathe in as you pull it up, breathe out as you push it overhead, breathe in to lower it down, breathe out to reset it. Up, up, down, down, 3 more, up, up, down, down, 2 more, up, up, down, down, and last one, up, up, down, down, and rest. Woo! Okay, we'll have a bit of a minute to catch your breath. If you need to maintain some movement, you're more than welcome to. Maybe grab a sip of water. Perfect. Good work, everybody.
Mhm.
So we've done 4 strength exercises. And of course, we're going to repeat them. So that makes it more fun. Yeah, Ken agrees with me. Woohoo! All right. So again, maybe you just need some light movement. Maybe you need that recovery position. If you're not quite ready to join us, that's okay. Remember, this is your exercise class. You got to listen to your body to keep it challenging but doable. So we've got our band again. It's our leg extension. So this is the funny one where we put the band underneath our foot and then we crisscross the band. And then both ends of the band go back behind towards the chair to wrap around a chair leg. And then from here, we get to slowly kick. And then bring it back. Slowly kick. And bring it back. Slowly kick. And bring it back. Kick. Back. Kick. Back. Kick. Back. Kick. Back. Kick. There we go. Great work, team. Everyone should really feel this. Should feel fatiguing in your quad muscles. If it doesn't, you need to clench that muscle harder so you push against the band. Really feel like your band doesn't provide enough resistance. And feel free to do it with a little more power. Okay, you can kind of play around with what helps the most. Or it's helpful to exhale as you kick it away. Great job, team. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're gonna switch legs there. So untangle your one leg just to lasso the other. So band goes underneath the foot. The band crisscrosses. And then the two ends go back a loop around your chair leg. All right, and then we kick the band out. There we go. So kick and back. Kick and back. Kick. Back. Kick. Back. Kick. And back. Kick. Back. Kick. Back. Remember, the more effort you put into this exercise, the more you're going to get out of it. That's it. Well done, everybody. And we've got 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Brilliant. Let's unwrap the band. Put the band underneath both feet. Or if your band is short, you can just wrap it around just your thighs. I find it helpful to crisscross the band here. And then we are just going to step out to the side. And again, as one foot steps out to the side, our other foot is going to press straight down into the ground. So we stabilize one side to help the movement of the other side. Brilliant job, team. Out to the side and back. And again, you're in charge of the intensity here. Make it challenging but doable. And the effort you put into in tightening your glute muscles will help increase the challenge of this exercise. Good work. You've got just a couple more steps here. Your glutes should be getting tired.
Mm.
Good. Some of you are more happy about that than others. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. We untangle our legs. And now we're just going to hold the band in front of us. And we're going to do our pull aparts. Okay, make sure we keep our thumbs either facing each other or slightly up. We're just going to pull the band apart. Think about kind of squeezing the shoulder blades together a little bit. Then back in together and then pull apart to wherever you can. Even if you only pull apart part way, that's great. You just want to feel those muscles engaging. You don't want to feel like you're straining anything. If you need to hold the band lower, you can. Good work. Good. Couple more pull aparts. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you can rest the band there. Gonna put the band to the side. You're gonna grab your weight. Good. And then from here, we're gonna lift up the weight. Raise the weight overhead because the opposite knee is lifted, not because, but also. And then down, and then knee and hand lower down. So lift and up, down and down. Lift and up, down, down. Lift, up, down, down. Lift, up, down, down. Lift, up, down, and down. Lift, up, down, down. Lift, up, down, down. Time your breathing to it. Lift, up, down, down. 2 more on this side. Lift, up. And up doesn't have to mean all the way overhead, right? Challenging but doable is what we're all about. So even if you have to adjust an exercise and switch. And up, and up. Down, down. Lift, up, 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 down, down. 3 more. Lift, up as we exhale, down, down. 2 more. Lift, up, down, down. And last one. Lift, up, down, and down. Rest there, everybody. Fantastic job. Put the weight to the side. Roll your shoulders back. Shake out your hands. All right. It is now time to stretch. Perfect time to ask any questions, really connect with each other. And I'll just guide us through some stretches and just make sure we start to get back into our breathing pattern. All right, so we can start with lifting an elbow up. Any questions from today? Or other days?
I find it hard, Jill, to wrap the band around the leg of the chair. So I'm doing modifications on that one. And maybe my band is too short.
Yep, fair enough. What's the, how long is your band?
I'm not sure, but it's not enough to wrap around and get it back up over my leg. So I've just been sort of modifying that, but maybe we'll look at that another day and see if I can get an alternate one.
Switch arms. You're not finding that it's fatiguing your quads?
Yeah, I can feel it in my quads, yeah, for sure.
Oh,
So-
perfect. Well, that's all that really
Yeah.
matters, eh?
Yeah, well, that's what I figured,
Yeah, you bet. That's awesome.
yeah. Well, maybe
The-
I'll get
yeah, the
another
wrapping
band and
around
check
the-
it out.
Sure. Yeah, no worries. The wrapping it around the chair leg is just to help give a little bit of leverage, so you're not holding it as tightly.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Okay,
even if it's here and it kind of comes up to here and you hold it here, it's still gonna stretch away.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
I'll try that.
yeah, it still works pretty good.
Mhm.
Okay, rest there. We're gonna open up our legs. We're gonna stretch out those groin muscles a little bit. You're gonna put one hand into one leg and then gently turn away. Do we have any other questions? That was a great one. Switch sides. No questions today. Boy, oh boy, did I work you guys hard then.
Talk.
Barely talk. Rest there. Let's stretch a leg out in front of us. Reach towards our toes.
Hmm.
Did we all enjoy exercise today?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Some people said no. Well, that's an honest response. I'm glad some of you had a lot of fun though. And switch legs. What are some people hoping for from the webinar next week?
Warm.
It's on activity in COPD. And there's going to be some of you who are, I would say, really well educated at this point. And there's going to be some people that maybe haven't heard all the information that you guys have from this class. Is there anything that some of you are hoping to learn more about when it comes to activity? While you're thinking, we can stretch a leg out behind us.
That Wednesday or Friday, Joe?
Wednesday.
Wednesday,
Right on, good, good.
from 2 to 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's correct.
Hmm.
And switch legs.
Hmm.
All right, team, you can bring your leg back, and I'm going to invite you all to take We're gonna take 2 deep breaths in together. Feel free to put your hands wherever is most comfortable. I'll just leave one hand on my belly so I can feel myself filling up my belly with air. Ready? We're going to breathe in. And then once your lungs are full of air, we are going to slowly, slowly breathe out. And once more, breathe in. And slowly breathe out. All right, roll your shoulders back. Give yourself a pat on the back for getting here today. It was so, so wonderful to see you all.
Thanks, Jill.
Thanks, Jill.
Absolutely.